When I measured all these exhaust angles years ago, trying to figure out where to cut my exhaust ports at, they vary 2-3 degrees over all the different heads you check. And the early heads have a tall exhaust spigot. The earlier heads have a lower exhaust spigot. See how this one's taller than this one. See, this is about the height of my little small finger. See, this one sticks up more. And so that is a change that they made. These earlier heads are real shallow. See, they vary, but they're, when you have them, you can see them. They vary somewhat. Some of these are tall. This is a 48 here. See, it's pretty tall looking, but it's not as tall as this one. It's close, but it's not. They vary a lot over the years. You know, I've seen them where they're different. This one looks like a replacement. It is. So those are some changes I noticed also. But you know, there's just different years that are really short, and other ones are taller. So I think it's more like what kind of a core they, you know, what's the casting they started from. If it was a good casting or bad casting, who knows. Okay, so that's a big change there. The other big changes on these heads is there's more fins on it. This is a 4-fin head. See, it's got 4 fins here. These are 5-fin heads. See, it's got 5 fins. Bad example, that one's bent. That one's broken. There's one that has one. So when you look at the spark plug hole, see how the spark plug is pretty much flush? See how this one's down inside of a hole? Because this fin has all been added in. See, it's the same as this. If you put that fin in there, it's the same head. See, it looks the same. This one's broken, obviously, but it's not a super good example. Here's a better example. It actually has everything there where it belongs. So, you know, they just basically added the material in there to make it better for cooling, and they made them taller. So when you went to a big thin head, it's got more cooling area on across all the surfaces, so they'll run cooler. So that's a plus. So I don't know what's up with this part though. So this is an unmarked one. The only other one I had was that 58 head over here, I think, on one. I don't know. Okay, so these are unmarked. Now we move into my earlier heads. This is 58 head, and you can see how it's got a big ass number right there, where all the other ones are real shallow numbers. See, this one's 4 of 58. This one's 11 of 58. This one has 7-7, which I have no idea what that means. This one's a 59, smaller head. It also got it's tagged over here. 90% of the time the tag's going to be on this side, not this side. This one they put over here. They do what they want, but see, the standard is over here. It's on the front side of the head, always, except for that one. It's the only one that's on the wrong side. And this is the only one I got over here that had the big number on it. It's 4 of 58 head, which is obviously an early head. And it has the 3 lower fins. You take this head and you compare it to these unknown heads, and you don't really see a difference. They still have the chamfers in here. They're not quite as deep as some of the later heads. The later heads have even deeper chamfers in them, but they are chamfered. All of this stuff looks the same. Don't know. The only thing I really see different is this here's a big change here on the fins. So these are 58 heads. They all look, you know, pretty similar. Obviously got different issues with all these heads. A lot of broken fins and exhaust and other things. This one's a 7-7 head. I don't know what a 7-7 head. Does that mean it's made in 57? Okay, this is one of those tall ones again. So I actually have a set of tall heads. Look at that. Let's see. Intake, intake. That's a set. So there's a front and a rear. Got the tall. So this one here was the 7-7 casting on it. Yeah, we don't know what it is. We know that's an unknown number. This one doesn't have any number on it. So what do you think that is? I don't know. Maybe someone will tell me what it is. These are 59 castings over here. 2. This one's 4. And we're back to no fins again. No fin again. Same thing. There's what a seat looks like inside the head. What you can't see is it goes inside sideways underneath. because the seats are not just, they're just not just pressed in, they're casted in, which means they're not straight. When you try to pull them out like that, they got fingers that go into the casting that do not come out. So they don't come out, they don't just fall out. See, they were trying to make the seat just fall out and replace it. Didn't work. So they gave up on that head. So now we're up in the 60. So this is 3 of 60. This one's another 3 of 60. These are both front heads. This one had steel seats put into it. Someone had a rat in there trying to do something. This one here's a stock head. Look how close this one looks like it's been milled a bunch. See how thick this one is? See how thin this one is? Is it actually milled, or is that just how the head was made? You never know. So these things are all unknown. This has the lower exhaust spigot on it. Look how low that is. So a lot of these are mixtures of lows and highs over here. So nothing consistent again on what they did. But anyway, this one here is my later castings. So there you go. What do they do different? What's that tall fin thing over here? I only got 2 of them. They're actually a set, which is a rare miracle, but you know, we got a nice virgin unbroken head and we got a butchered head. And this one's been ported, and that one's been ported too. So they've both been ported. So I can make a set out of those, I guess, but you know, what's up with the fins, I don't know. So, I don't know, there you go. Now, after this set of heads, these are 62, they ran these. And then in 63, they came out the outside oiler head, which is this casting, but they had a big boss here, and they had a fitting that went here for an oil line. And those are the last 3 years they ran those. So, 63, 4, and 5. So, I don't have any samples of those here. Those go for mega bucks. So, none here. Some in storage, but not here. So, there you go. There's you got your early generation heads, you got the late generation heads here, and then you got the side oiler stuff, which is at the very end. So, there you go.